Om Shanti. 8th November, Madhuban, Avyakt Babdada, Revised Murli, January-October 1987. Today's Murli's title is God's Love is the Foundation for Transformation in Life. Baba says, today the ocean of love has come to meet his loving children. The love of the Father and the children is tying the world in the thread of love. When the meeting of the ocean of love and the rivers full of love takes place, the rivers full of love also become master oceans of love, like the Father. Baba says, this is why souls of the world are automatically continuing to come close with the experience of love, no matter how unknowing souls are, how stone-like they may have become through being deprived of the love of the family for a long time. Baba says, with pure love and God's love, even such stone-like souls with the love of the godly family melt and become like water. Baba says, this is the wonder of the love of the godly family. No matter how much they may keep themselves aside, godly love automatically pulls them like a magnet and brings them close. This is called the practical fruit of God's love. Baba says, no matter how much some consider themselves to be on a different path, God's love makes them cooperative and ties them with the thread. Baba says, we are all one and enables them to move forward. You had this experience, did you not? Baba says, love first of all makes them cooperative by gradually making them cooperative. In time, it will automatically make them easy yogis. The sign of being cooperative is that today they are cooperative and tomorrow they will become easy yogis. God's love is the foundation for transformation, that is, it is the seed for transformation in life. Baba says, souls who have the seed of experiencing God's love in them automatically make the tree of being cooperative grow, and at the right time The fruit of becoming easy yogis will be visible because the seed of transformation definitely bears fruit. It is just that some fruit emerges quickly, whereas other fruit emerge at its own time. Just see everywhere what all of you master or scenes of love, you world server children, are doing. You are sowing seeds of love of the godly family in the world. Wherever you go, whether someone is an atheist or a theist, even if he does not know or accept the Father, he definitely feels that he cannot receive anywhere else such love as that of the godly family, which he receives from you Brahmakumars and Kumaris who belong to Shiva's clan. He would also accept that this love and affection is not ordinary, that this is unique love, that it is godly love. So from being an atheist, he has indirectly become a theist, has he not? Since it is godly love, where did it come from? The rays automatically prove the existence of the sun. Godly love, unique spiritual love, and altruistic love automatically prove the existence of the Father, the bestower. Because they experience godly love, their relationship is indirectly forged with the Father, the ocean of love, but they don't know this because the seed is at first incognito, whereas the tree is clearly visible. So the seed of godly love is making all of you reveal yourselves so cooperative and easy yogis in a practical way according to the time, and it will continue to do so. So all of you did the service of sowing the seed of God's love. You also practically sow the two special leaves, good wishes and pure feelings that make them cooperative. This trunk will now grow and show the practical fruit. Bap Dada is pleased to see the variety of service of all the children, whether they are children who give lectures, children who do physical service. Success in service is achieved with everyone's cooperation, whether it is someone on guard duty or someone who looks after the dishes. With the cooperation of all 5 fingers, no matter how big or how elevated a task may be, it is easily accomplished. In the same way, with the cooperation of every Brahmin child, every task has ended up being 1,000 times easier Then you had thought, whose wonder is this? Everyone's whoever was cooperative in this task, whether you maintained cleanliness, whether you wiped the tables, the result of everyone's cooperation has been successful. The power of this gathering is great. Bap Dada saw that this was not just because of the children who came to Madhuban, for even those who were not present here in the physical form, all the Brahmin children from everywhere, from this land and abroad, cooperative with good wishes and pure feelings in their mind. This fortress of the good wishes and pure feelings of all the souls bring about transformation in souls, whether it is the Shaktis or the Pandavas who were instruments for this. Of course, special servers become instrument in every task, but the fortress of the atmosphere is only created with everyone's cooperation. Bap Dada is congratulating the children who were the instruments, but he is most of all congratulating all the children. What congratulations could you children give to the Father? Baba says, because he has become Avyakt, he made you children the instruments in the physical form. This is why Bap Dada constantly sings the songs of only you children. You sing songs of the Father and the Father sings songs of you. Whether you did very well. Baba says, whatever you did very well. Those who gave good lectures, those who decorated the stage, decorated it well, and those who prepared the food, those who served the food, and those who cut the vegetables were specially yogyukt. The first foundation is that of cutting vegetables. If the vegetables were not cut, what food would be prepared? Those from all departments were instruments for all-round service. You were told that if those who maintain the cleanliness did not keep everything clean, there would not have been that impact. If each one's face was not full of God's love, then how could there have been success in service? Whatever work each one of you did, you filled it with love and did it. This is why the seed of love was sown in them. You did it with zeal and enthusiasm, and that was why others also had zeal and enthusiasm. While there was diversity because of the thread of love, They only spoke of unity. This was the speciality of the canopy of the atmosphere. The atmosphere became a canopy of protection. So, because of being under the canopy of protection, no matter what type of sanskars they had, they were absorbed by the influence of love. Do you understand? All of you had the greatest of all duties. All of you did service. No matter how much they wanted to speak of something else, they were unable to do so because of the atmosphere. Even if they thought something in their minds, they were unable to speak about it because seeing the practical transformation in the lives of all of you, they also automatically continued to be inspired to bring about transformation. You saw the practical proof, did you not? Even more powerful than the proof of the scriptures is practical proof. All other types of proof become merged in front of practical proof. This was the result of service. Even now, if you continue to bring them closer with the speciality of the cooperation of love, they will continue to move forward even more in their cooperation. Nevertheless, only when there is cooperation from all authorities with the sound of revelation be heard loudly. Only when all the special authorities come together and speak out loud with one voice will the curtain of revelation open in front of the world. So the plans for the service you have made at present are for this purpose, are they not? If people from all fields, that is, all the authorities, connect with us and are cooperative and loving, they will form a relationship and become easy yogis. If even one authority does not cooperate, how would the task that you have undertaken of global cooperation be successful? The foundation of the special authorities has now been laid. The field of religion is a very great authority, is it not? The foundation has now begun with that special authority. You saw the effect of love, did you not? What were people saying? How are you able to invite so many of them together? First conference of all the Mahamandaleshwars from India here. Those people were also wondering this, were they not? However, there was the one thread of God's love, and this was why, even though they had diverse opinions, there was just the one thought of being cooperative. Similarly, make those of all professions cooperative in the same way. Baba says they are becoming that but bring them even closer and make them cooperative more, because the golden jubilee has now ended, and so you have come even closer to revelation now. The diamond jubilee means to make the sound of revelation be heard loud and clearly. Baba says, so this year the curtain of revelation has started to open. On the one hand, there was revelation in Bharat through the lands abroad, and on the other side, there was the success of the great task of the Mahamandaleshwars abroad. The United Nations became the instrument. They are especially very well known in Bharat. It is the authority of religion that is very well known. So, to bring about revelation of the Dharmatmas through the authority of religion is to begin to open the curtain of revelation. Baba says, as yet it has only just begun to open. It is still to open. It has not opened fully. It has only just begun to open. The children abroad were instruments for the task. That was also a special task. In the special task of revelation, you became instruments for this task. Bab Dada is giving special congratulations to the children abroad for being the instruments to play the hero part in the final revelation. You created upheaval in Bharat, did you not? The sound reached everyone's ears. This sound from the abroad at least became instrumental in awakening the Kumbhkarnas of Bharat. However, as yet the sound has only just been heard. They still have to be woken up. You have to get them up. The sound has only just reached their ears. When a sound reaches someone who is sleeping, he stirs a little. There is a little movement, so the moment has been created. In the moment they have woken a little, and they understand that there is something in this. They will awaken when you make a louder sound. The sound now was a little louder than before. In the same way, it will be a wonder when all the authorities have a Snehi Milan, loving meeting together on the stage. When the revelation of God's task begins with all the souls of all the authorities, the curtain of revelation will then open fully. This is why you have to keep the aim in the program that you are now making, that there should be a Snehi Milan of all authorities. A Snehi Milan of all authorities can take place. For instance, when you call the ordinary sages, That is not a big thing, but you called all the Mahamandaleshwars. In fact, there would have been greater splendor in this gathering if Shankaracharya had come. However, his fortune will also open now. He is at least internally cooperative. Children have worked very hard, but people's opinions have to be considered. The day will also come when those of all authorities will say together that the most elevated authority, the godly authority, the spiritual authority is the authority of the one God. This is why you have made a plan for a long period. Have you not? You have been given all this time so that you can tie everyone in the thread of love and bring them close. This love will become a magnet so that all of them will come together onto the Father's stage as a group. You have made such a plan, have you not? Acha, you servers have received the practical fruit of all the service you did. Otherwise, it is now the turn of the new ones to meet Baba. Baba says, all of you now reached the stage of retirement whilst continuously celebrating meetings. You are now giving your younger brothers and sisters their turn. It is because you became those who are in the stage of retirement that you gave a chance to others. Of course, everyone's desires will continue to increase. Everyone will say that they should even now have a chance to meet Bab Dada. The more you receive, the more your desires will increase. What will you then do? To give a chance to other means to experience yourself to be fully satisfied, because the older ones are experienced. You are the embodiments of attainments. Souls who are embodiments of attainments are those who have good wishes for everyone, the ones who keep others in front. Or do you feel that you should also meet now? You have to be altruistic in this too. You are sensible. You are those who understand the beginning, the middle, and the end. You also understand the time. You understand the influence of matter. Each of you also understands your part. Bab Dada too always wants to meet you children. If the children want to meet, it is because the Father wants to meet you first, and this is why you children also want to meet. However, the Father also has to consider the time and matter. When He comes into this world, he has to consider everything of this world. When he is far from here in the subtle region, then there is no problems of water, time or accommodation there. Those from Gujarat live close, so you have also received the fruit of that. Have you not? It is a specialty of those from Gujarat that they always remain ever ready. You have made the lesson of Haji, yes indeed, very firm, and you stay wherever you are given a place to stay. You also, Baba says, have the speciality of remaining happy in all circumstances. There is good growth in Gujarat. The enthusiasm for service makes you free from obstacles and also brings benefit to others. There is also success in having the feeling of serving. If the feeling of I is mixed in doing service, that would not be called the motivation to serve. The feeling of serving brings success. If the feeling of I is mixed with it, it takes more hard work and more time, and you yourself are not even content. Children who have the motivation to serve move forward themselves and also enables others to move forward. Yes, constantly experience the flying stage. You have good courage. Where there is courage, Babdadas always helps to in every task. The Maharathis are great donors anyway. You Maharathis who have come to do service, are you all great donors and bestowers of blessings? To give others a chance is also a great donation, a blessing. All the long lost and now found children are always cooperative in playing their parts accordingly to the time and will continue to be so. Of course, there will be the desire because this is a pure desire. However, you also know how to merge it. This is why all of you are always content. Bab Dada too wants to celebrate a meeting with every child and for there to be no time restrictions. However, Baba says all these restrictions have to be considered in the world of you people. Otherwise, if Bab Dada were to sing the praise of each soul, praise of each special jewel, it would be so elevated. At least one song of each child's specialties can be composed. But Baba said this is why Baba asks you to go to the subtle region where there are no restrictions. Baba says to all the children who are merged in God's love, to those who are cooperative with everyone at every second, to those who move to curtain, those who remove the curtain of revelation and reveal the Godfather to the world, all the souls who become images that attract and become the embodiment who give the practical proof of those who are always cooperative in the Father's and everyone's task, who glorify the name of the One, to such children who become the special deities of the new world, to the special children of the world, Bab Dada's deep love and remembrance, together with that, to all the children from this land and abroad who are close and who come in front of the Father with love. Please accept congratulations for your service and also special love and remembrance from Bap Dada. Slogan from today's Murli is: instead of being stubborn and working hard, make effort with enthusiasm. Blessing Bap Dada's giving us. May you become a detached observer like a lotus, and with the speciality of being knowledgeful, save yourselves from any conflict of sanskars. Baba says, until the end, some will have the sanskars of a maid and others will have the sanskars of a king. Do not wait for their sanskars to be changed, but let there not be anyone's influence over you. Because firstly, each one sanskars are different, and secondly, they come as a form of Maya. Therefore, take any decision while staying with the line of the code of conducts. Whilst having different sanskars, let there not be any conflict. For this, become knowledgeful and a detached observer like a lotus. Slogan is: instead of being stubborn and working hard, make effort with entertainment. Om Shanti. Now practice of today's title is: check yourself, visualize yourself. I am a pure soul, a divine soul, filled with love of God Father. I am a detached observer soul who just watched the part of others with a detached observer feeling. I am a soul. All souls are sitting in the center of forehead. Om Shanti.